I don't even know what to say. Welcome to another episode of Unhinged Music Reactions. So I'm wearing my Steve Vai shirt today, and that's because I just saw that he did a collaboration with Polyphia. Now, Polyphia is a band that I have reacted to in the past, and they're awesome. They're amazing young musicians, so unique. For them to be teaming up with Steve Vai, who is basically the guitar god, is just amazing. I cannot wait to hear this. I've been holding off listening to this. I've been dying to hear it, but I knew I wanted to react to it, so I haven't listened to it yet. This is a very interesting combination because it's known that Tim Henson, during an interview, had mentioned boomer bends, which is basically the style of guitar where you bend the notes. It's done a lot in blues and rock. You just bend notes, and he's calling it boomer bends because he's saying it's kind of an older guitarist style.
Yeah, a lot of it was like rejecting it, you know. It's like, oh, I don't think I should do like big bends like that because it's gonna sound like that era, you know, like the boomerish sound of like a.
And yeah, Polyphia doesn't do a lot of bending, so it's very interesting that this combination is happening. So let's check it out. This is Polyphia with Ego Death featuring that boomer, Steve Vai. Before it really gets into it, that guitar is just so cool. I believe it's a nylon string guitar, but it's electric. It's got pickups on it. And I believe he just came out with his signature guitar through Ibanez. So that's just, I would love to have that guitar. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, let me continue now. And that's Scott LePage. So I just want to not leave him out because he is just amazing as well. The two of them together are just like amazing guitarists that complement each other and can play each other's licks. It's just ridiculous how good both of them are. And they're so young. All right, let's keep going. Okay, wow, that's what a way to start. You see what I'm saying about his playing? Both their playing? I mean, that staccato sound, that tapping all over the neck, not a bend to be heard. It's just so unique, and it sounds so cool. Not to mention all the effects they're doing and the mix. It's so unique. I just can't wait to hear how Steve Vai is going to add to this and if it changes anything. Oof. The rhythm in this song is ridiculous, and it's just amazing that they can remember all this, all these changes and everything, and not miss a single note. This is ridiculous. There he is. Okay. You know, I was talking about the boomer bends. I don't think Scott LePage or Tim Henson bent a single note the whole song yet. Steve Vai gets on. That's all he's doing is bending everything. I wonder if that was kind of a statement or it's just a different style. I'm going to back it up to where he comes back in. Oh. I don't even know what to say. This song is going to take me multiple listens to really fully appreciate it. You know, a lot of people are not big fans of bands like Polyphia. It sometimes becomes a little too complicated musically, sonically. It's got a lot of parts. It's got a lot of different rhythms. It's not for everybody. As a guitarist, I love listening to them. I love listening to their unique style, their amazing prowess on the instrument. Compared to Steve Vai, it's such an interesting thing because to me, Steve Vai is probably technically the best guitarist in the world. I mean, ever. To me, he's just up there. He's untouchable practically. And when I hear Polyphia, I hear Tim Henson, I hear Scott LePage, and their styles are so different to Steve Vai's, but they kind of, it was an interesting blend here because you've got these two contrasting styles. One with lots of short staccato notes, lots of tapping, lots of harmonics all over the neck, playing very rhythmically on the guitar. And then Steve Vai comes in with swooping longer notes, bends and whammy bar, tremolo stuff. And it's an interesting contrast. I like it. I mean, I love Steve Vai. Obviously, he's like a god to me when it comes to guitar. And Polyphia is quickly becoming one of those bands that I have to listen to everything they come out with because they're going to be breaking new ground all the time. Their songs that I've reacted to, the songs I've listened to, they're not all the same. They're very different. Their styles are similar, but they like to play with a wide range of genre mixing and mashups. There's some hip hop vibes in it. It's very modern. It's very different than what Steve Vai usually plays, which in its time, Steve Vai's playing his songs, his albums were very groundbreaking and very unique. So his style is kind of rooted in that older style music, that rock, that guitar god rock, starting from the 70s and 80s. He played with Frank Zappa, who himself was a pioneer in guitar music, and he took it to another level. And now it almost feels like there's a torch passing happening here. Like Polyphia is the new blood, and their style is radically different, but it can still blend together so well. This is going to take me, like I said, this is going to take me a few listens to fully appreciate everything that's going on. There's a lot there, and that's very common for Polyphia's music. It's not simple music. This is something you, as a musician, you have to pay attention to. You have to listen to every part. You have to listen to it over and over again, and then you really start to appreciate the magic that they have. That's why it's not for everybody, because not everyone wants music that requires that much focus and that much energy to really understand. But for me, that's what I do. That's what I love. I love delving into new music and trying to understand it from a musician's point of view and hear it kind of make sense in my head. With Polyphia, it's always been a challenge to do that because there's so much going on, and they're all amazing musicians in that band. So there's a lot to listen to. The bass, the guitars, the drums, they're all top notch. So I liked it. I mean, I dug that a lot. I hope you dug it too. And if you did, please hit like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified whenever I come out with new videos. Until next time, as always, keep rocking.